What up, peeps, and welcome back to another weekly trade video. It is Tuesday that I'm filming this. Normally we film the first clips here on Monday, but we were just super busy. Ariel and I went to a Pokemon card show over the weekend and we were vending for the store. It was incredible. We had super good sales and a lot of fun. Learned some interesting stuff as well. So we are back, and look at all these trades from the weekend. This isn't even it. There's more that we haven't even set up yet. Lots more. So of course, stay tuned for that. Let's start up here. We have a couple controllers here, and then also the Mega Drive 2 Mini. I believe this is a Japanese, like, Genesis classic, basically. We have a couple Super Nintendo games here, including Mario RPG. It is in the original box, but unfortunately it doesn't have an instruction manual. The box and cartridge are both a little rough on the condition, but it is Mario RPG. We have Trinity Trigger, factory sealed special edition for the PS5, only $30. A couple Wii U games here, a couple very nice condition instruction manuals, Batman Returns for Genesis, and a Godzilla figure. And then we have a bunch of brand new amiibo here, including one that we don't get very often, which is the Gold Shovel Knight. That one is super cool looking. The Yarn Yoshis are always pretty popular, and then of course Ivysaur. And then going back down here, we have the more inexpensive PlayStation 3 games. I can't believe Black Ops is only $10. I don't know why it's not more than that. That's very interesting to me. We have some PlayStation 2 games here. One little Dreamcast game, disc only in there, Toy Commander. Into the PlayStation 4 games. We have a couple Nintendo Wii games here. Also a few PS1 games. Some Nintendo GameCube, DS and 3DS. The rest of the boxed Genesis games that came in. Nothing too crazy in here, but some decent titles. And then we have a few movies, one little Jurassic Park motion picture soundtrack. We have some Demon Slayer manga, and then the original Xbox games. And then we have the mountain here of Xbox One and Xbox Series games. Normally we kind of separate these out, so the more expensive ones get laid out and then all the cheaper ones get put along the back wall like this. But we had so many of these and I didn't want to split it up into like 5 clips to film. So these are just all of the ones that came in. They're mostly factory sealed. Some of these are more expensive, but some of them are also cheaper. And then lastly, for the inexpensive stuff, we have the Xbox 360 games here. So these are all 13 or less. Some good titles in there though. And then we're going to flip down here and look at the more expensive games. We have some 3DS here, a couple Animal Crossings, Pokemon, Mario Kart, Zelda. And then we have the more expensive PlayStation 2 games, a couple disc-only Sega Saturn games, including Burning Rangers and Sonic R, a couple Genesis cartridges here, Quackshot, Gunstar Heroes. And then we have PlayStation 1 games. A couple of these are disc-only. We have a bunch of handhelds that came in, which is really good. We always need them. So we got the red and black 2DS. We have a Japanese exclusive color, the clear Game Boy Color. Also the Berry Game Boy Color. We have a Vita 2000. We have a, what was this one? A 3000 PSP. And then 2 GBAs, Fuchsia and Indigo. And then going back up here, the more expensive PlayStation 3 games that came in. And we did have a few more, but we sell a bunch of the new stuff every time we have a Whatnot stream. So if you guys are not following us on Whatnot, it's a lot of fun. We don't do stuff the way that most other people on Whatnot do, so you don't have to worry about people like bidding up and overpaying on stuff. We don't do that. If you see something that you want, you're like, hey, I want that metal slug. And I'm like, all right, it's $30. And you're like, okay. And we list it and you buy it. It's just like buying something from our website, except it's a little bit more interactive and you can see the actual condition and everything before you make the purchase. So I think it's pretty fun. There's a link in the description to check it out if you'd like. And if not, you can always just purchase on the website or come into the store, of course. Lots of handheld Pokemon games here, which is really good. Yellow, red, gold, fire red, emerald, and ruby. And then in here, there's a few more. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Pokemon Pearl, 2 copies of Diamond, and then Super Mystery Dungeon for the 3DS. So there it is. So much good stuff. And stay tuned, of course, for more.
All right, let's check out what came in today for trades. Let's start over here. Got some Switch games. Most of this is going to be Switch stuff. Feel free to pause, zoom in, check prices, titles, see if you're missing anything for your collection. I'm sure this can fill a lot of holes for somebody. Phrasing. Pretty good, pretty funny. Sorry, it's kind of just a lot, so I'm just trying to fit as much as I can into the frame here for you guys. Most of the stuff was opened, so it's all pre-owned, so it's a little bit easier to get your hands on. Some of the stuff is sealed, just they didn't get around to playing it, or who knows what. We got some Xbox and NES, Hime's Quest. That's a free game you can play on your phone. It's free. An Oswald hat. I might snag the Oswald hat. I've had one before, but you know, I might need one in case I go to Disney anytime soon. Probably not though. And Sapphire Fire Emblem. Lots of good stuff coming in today. I forgot to mention these are new releases. Switch 2 game key cards. But yeah, thanks for trading, everybody.
So all of these also just came in, and I didn't want to wait to film a whole trade clip here, so I'm just doing it now so we can get them put out. But we got some Dragon Shield pages and some sleeves, and then a bunch of booster packs here. Now, I filmed these for the vlog as well, and don't worry, these are not tampered with, they are not resealed, nothing like that. These came from a regular who just bought them hoping that they go up in value, and most of them did. So he cashed out, and we have some awesome variety for the store. So if you're interested in Pokemon packs, check out the website, although by the time this video goes live, these are probably all sold.
So many trades. I'm gonna go kind of quick, I apologize. Starting off with some Halo figures, World of Warcraft, and him. I don't know what he's from. And then we have N64 titles, all tested and working. I know some of those labels are rough, but they do work. And then we got some Super Nintendo cartridges we don't see too often. Complete in box Super Mario RPG. Some Switch accessories, all coming from the same person. PS1 games, nothing super heavy, just ones that are a little bit more popular. Got that Pokemon Crystal. The Thing remastered for deluxe edition for Switch. Fire Emblem Warriors. And then I'm gonna show the kind of like filler title stuff really quick, starting with NES and PS1. Original Xbox, PlayStation 2. There's like a big variety in my opinion for this trade-in because we're going all the way to PS4 and that's for like filler title stuff. Impressive. And then up here we have a Pikachu link cable and a little pocket with you guys right there, and then controller. Some new releases, Death Stranding 2, The Thing remastered for PS5 as well as the deluxe edition. And then going back over here, we have some Switch titles that came in. And 3DS, some Pokemon cards. I dropped one, so I apologize, I had to pick that up. Back to the Future, A Way Out. And then here are the Pokemon cards. Some PS2 titles as well. Wii U. And then there's so much filler. So here, it's like a little glance at the names. Check them out on the website. PS3. Got some 360. Original Xbox. Very nice. We got the Thing for original Xbox and the remastered. And then we also have the Spider-Man face plates. The box is in poor condition, but the plates inside are in great shape.